Okay. Struggled. I thought defensively, I thought we played well at times. We got put in some precarious situations, gave up field goal a few times when they had turnovers inside the high red and red zone. Again, the pick six late in the game, just, too late. Can't throw it late. Got to throw the ball on time, got to get it out on time, got to throw it early. But we'll continue to learn, we'll continue to grow. Disappointed we couldn't run the ball better, or that we got away from the run when it was 16-0. We're down 2 scores. We still have opportunities. We're moving it. Still some just crazy penalties at different times, subjective ones that they knock you off course, and it's hard to recover from those.
Coach, how frustrating is it to make a quarterback change and not have it work out so far?
Well, I don't have any stats in front of me, but part of the reason probably it didn't feel like it worked out. And again, I'm not pointing. You know what? We're going to be better. We'll get better. Our players aren't here, so it's not fair for me to talk about them.
Well, why did you make that decision to change quarterback?
It felt like I had the right to make that decision. I walk in here every Monday, and we talk about the ball as the team, and we weren't living that. We had turned the ball over too many times, too often, and then at the same time, trying to push a button, maybe get a little more leadership out of some people on offense.
Coach, was there any temptation to go back during the course of the game?
Nope. I felt good with my decision. Slept better at the end of the week than I had the previous 10 days.
How do you balance the offense's performance against the best defense in the conference with that context?
I think we had ample opportunities to move the football today. We got to help one another out, and that includes offensively. All 11 on the field got to help each other out.
The defense game plan go largely according to
It was. We misfit that one long run. That was frustrating. But at the same time, they're a good offense. They do a nice job. They're huge up front, and it's. I told Sean before the game. It's refreshing to see. They went through their first year, kind of ups and downs, and to see them being consistent now. They have the right people in the right place. There's consistency. I'm sure the system has stayed the same. Now the players know it even better. And so, to me, I'm just going to continue to stay positive because I know we're going to get this thing going in the right direction.
any message for Carson tonight or how you're going to handle him the next few days?
Carson, be ready to get back to work tomorrow. Get in, watch film, and let's continue to improve.
Coach, what would you say led to the struggle offensively today?
Just the inability to execute. We got to be great at simple right now, and we're not. When I say simple, I'm referring to blocking, communicating, catching the football, runs after contact, those things. And we're not where we need to be right now. We got to continue to grow. This is it. It is what it is. We got to put our players in great positions to be successful. We're better than what we're putting out there right now, and that's what's frustrating to me because I see it all week long. I got to see it for 10 days. They come out, they work. They're not afraid of work. They're not afraid of the sweat equity that's required to be a college football player or to be a good football player. It's just there is a hesitation when we get on Saturday. All of a sudden we become indecisive, a little bit hesitant. And it's funny, I had the same conversation with Coach Tedford earlier in the week. Why the late season fall off? And he made the same comment. He goes, it's real. And it's happened before. He said it's happened when I was head coach, and it's unfortunate. But we got to figure out why. Why are we on, I'm not saying on the decline, but why have we plateaued?
Is anything going to change preparation-wise this week?
We've already changed some things. I don't know if we can change much more. We're playing, one of the biggest brands in college football right now. Everyone's sweetheart, and Spencer at Boise does a tremendous job. And we have to be ready. We got to have a great week of preparation because it's going to be a tough sled.
Coach, you said you slept better than you had in 10 days. Is this something that had been weighing on your mind?
I think so. I think at the end of the day, extreme ownership. I'm the head football coach, so I'm responsible for everything. I'm responsible for how our players operate. I'm responsible for how they operate the other 22 hours that they're not with me. I'm responsible for our staff and for our execution. I'm responsible to Red Wave and our administration. And so, of course, I do. I love my job, but I take it serious. And we need to continue to improve.
On another note, there's quite a few Bulldog legends on the field. Did you get a chance to
I shook hands with a couple just in the passing, but it was tremendous. It was a great opportunity for Coach Tedford, and it was only fitting that so many of those players came back. His family, former players, alumni, all that. So, again, Coach Tedford is, kudos to him for a great career, but also I appreciate his friendship.
And can you share the message that you maybe had with the team after tonight's game?
I told him I'm going to be unbelievably positive. So, because being a defeatist, being negative, no way to go through life. I've lived that world before, and I could share with you. There was a year I went 11-2, and it was the worst year of my life because I thought everything shut out every game. Why are we giving up 7 points? And I didn't appreciate wins, and I didn't appreciate the people I worked with, and most importantly, the student athletes. So we're going to stay positive, all right? We're going to keep building. We're going to keep growing. There's championships in our future here. I know there is. We're recruiting at a high level. Our kids are, there's been a huge change, and I shouldn't say huge, but there's been a change in philosophy, and we just got to continue. This is a tough stretch. Nobody wants to play these two teams right now. They're both hot. But I thought we hung in there. We had opportunities. We just got to seize the moment. I know that was long-winded. I apologize.
Al, go ahead.
Coach Lewis has been able to turn around a San Diego State team that struggled for a few years. Are you able to take anything away from that?
I kind of made a comment. Consistency, recruiting to your scheme, recruiting to have depth, and then the same offense, same defense 2 years in a row. All of a sudden, your players become that much more comfortable. They become that much more, accustomed to the communication, the alignment, the assignment, all the things required to be a great football player. And philosophically, big picture, our players they understand that the weight room is critical. Hitting your weight, hydration is critical. Getting in to see Martin and his staff, taking care of your work academics. It's not just what happens between the white lines. It's 24 hours a day. To build a really good program, you better have a plan for it all.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet. Thank you. Have a good one.